Here we go, the two coaches for either team, Na'Vi and TSM. It's the second map coming up here for the grand final at IEM San Jose. And it was one hell of a performance from the Na'Vi team on Dust 2 as the first map, and now it might get even worse. According to the analysts, Cobblestone is not going to be a fun map for TSM.
But it's an interesting situation, because it was just, I believe you said it was the last Fragbite season where TSM came into this map against Fnatic, where Fnatic was virtually undefeated on it. Yeah. And TSM didn't like this map. They hadn't really played much of it, and they came out and they beat him in that. So they surprised everyone. They can do it again here.
They figured out how to play Olofmeister's style against him. That was the main thing, because Olofmeister, he was famous for pushing through smoke on plateau. Kerrigan started imitating that, got very good at it, and that's how they actually managed to break Fnatic on that map. So, but that was a long time ago. That's the main thing that we have to take away from this, is that this was at the beginning of the year. Now we're getting towards the end of it. It's been a long time since we've seen TSM actually take Cobblestone seriously. So this is going to be a real learning experience for all of us here, just to see what they can bring to a veteran team on the map like Na'Vi.
Well, watching how Na'Vi played this earlier is very much Guardian with that op at the A bomb site. And the thing is, if you can punish that, if you can force him not to have an AWP and Na'Vi has to cheat an extra player over towards A, I mean, then that bomb site becomes significantly weaker. So then you have a little bit more map control. You don't have to be scared of getting picked off by an op at that side of the map. So, I mean, there's avenues open to it, but once again, I mean, it just seems like everything always comes down towards make sure Guardian doesn't have an op in his hands. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did a pretty good job on Dust 2 for a while at limiting Guardian's effectiveness. He had the ult. He only had 3 kills or something like that in the beginning, and then C sort of stepped it up and really did well. So, I mean, that's also a problem, isn't it? You know, you finally push down Guardian enough, and then somebody else takes over.
That's the scary part. You want to knock Guardian down off his post without having an AWP, but then when you have Flamey, when you have Zeus getting those entries on Catwalk, when you have other players making massive, massive plays for you, that's when Na'Vi becomes the scariest team.
And that's what's worse, is because after that, you know, okay, a bit of a cold start, but then Guardian starts waking up. So, hello, boys, I'm here now. And that is when it really started to crumble, it seems. But interesting choice here from Na'Vi to actually win the knife round and stay on CT. So what do you make of that, Moses?
I mean, this just tells me they want to, I mean, it's just like this is a very even map. So it's almost like one of those things where it plays out pretty much similarly, and we're just going to go for a fast B play from TSM.
Well, look at that train coming in here. They're not going to stop for anything, and Na'Vi, are they going to be ready? Well, Flamey is one headshot. Zeus with the duel. He's going to be taking down Kerrigan, and Edward charging up behind them. TSM, I've never seen us spanking that bad in a pistol round at this level.
Even Zeus was like, oh. Yeah.
That's intense. That does not spell anything good for TSM. They just got crushed like that.
Someone's cheeks are going to be red for a very long time.
Well, that was very similar to what we just saw from Liquid on the map.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same
pistol.
thing.
Pretty much the same thing. Zeus with the dualies, up close, wrecking, and then a very quick collapse from Na'Vi, landing all the shots that they needed to. It was a perfect pistol, and now, well, we'll see if they can get a perfect anti-eco.
Going back to your point of them picking CT side, maybe they're saying, okay, TSM, this is a map you don't normally like. Let's see what you have prepared for your T side. All of a sudden, this could become very CT-sided if their terrorists don't have any kind of tactics set up.
Well, again, it seems like
we've got the Tech-9 armor race coming in here towards the B bomb site. Very similar, and just a solid setup here again. Edward picking up a triple kill. Sibley's with a bit of reply. I mean, this is ugly, isn't it?
No, this isn't pretty. I mean, sure that they aren't going to show their hands. They could just try and see if they can rinse and repeat here, TSM. So, you know, don't get disheartened too early on here, but this is looking very decisive on the A side, at least for Na'Vi. So if TSM continue to persist over here, are they going to have the courage to come back in on a full buy round and see if they can do it again, where it isn't just a straight rush?
I think they might have been testing you, Anders, when you say, you know, the courage you have to call a B rush at 15-9. Well, they do it at 0-0 and 0-1 here, so they're just showing they don't care what time in the half it is.
They're just getting ready for it.
Interesting. Are they going to go for a fake? Or is the bomb going to make its way back to the boat? I thought we were going to see some matchmaking strats there, you know? 4 guys go out onto A, bomb tries to get onto B, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Instead, it's going to be Seized having one hell of a field day. 2 kills for him. Guardian should be here to lock down the remainder of it, and he gets a great sprig. That was solid. 2 for him, 2 for Seized. And
even salvages the M4 in the end as well. And only 2 kills come out on those 2, you know, the first force buy on the second round from TSM and the second eco, so no damage really being dealt to Na'Vi.
We're going to get a chance now to see if TSM have some stuff prepared here. I mean, you certainly expect that they will have a little bit, but I think right now, TSM, having lost the first map, they kind of want the first, their first chance at it to really work out. And, well, they've got a lot of control over at the A side.
Look at the defense. This is different, though. C's just staying over here at A very early on, so they throw a wrinkle in this early for TSM to see. And now things have been pushed back. No one's taking damage. Guardian didn't find an early kill. KGB takes a little bit, and there's Dupree. But Guardian still remaining aggressive.
Yeah, Guardian has taken shots. This is just going to be a bait, but he still gets a 1-for-1 trade. Device is there to get that re, and then he gets the key frag, the second one onto Flamey. Seized holding close underpass. He's going to be able to pick up 2 very quick kills to bring it back Navi's way. But for a second there, you thought TSM actually had a chance.
Shot rains out, but the bomb is on Sipnix, and he might be getting flanked. Edward making a lot of noise. Sipnix hears it. Instant headshot there. Just a step too far, and that might actually bring it back for TSM here. Still got 50 seconds left. Device ready and waiting for someone to jump up back there. And it's going to be the back of the bomb side. He gets trapped in between them, and Zeus gets the kill. And Sipnix, well, he's on the B bomb side. He's going to be able to get the bomb down here. 1 flashbang and an AK, and that's what he's got.
We've seen his individual level rise, though, Zipnix. He can definitely pull this off if he can just catch the first man out here. He's got that long line where they could actually peek him together, though, so this could be a little tricky. Needs to get the first spray very quickly. He will manage it, tries to carry that spray over to the second man, but it doesn't work for him. I mean, that's really Zipnix committing to that. He didn't try and play sneaky, play from, get up on the plateau or play from the site where he could try and close the angle and turn it into a series of duels. He really just said, I'm going to stop you guys. You're not getting across this line. You're not getting anywhere near my bomb.
These 2 kills from C's, though, those are the ones that really clinched the round for Na'Vi, really helped abate the pressure on that A bomb site. It was very confusing seeing TSM just kind of run through those, not even clearing that corner whatsoever. So not prepared for that position. Maybe not expecting that much of a rotation early on after they killed Guardian. It might have been that thing where they're like, all right, there's not going to be too much here to deal with.
And look at this, I mean, a bomb plant, 4 kills on the round, and TSM decide we're going to put on the pressure. Tech9's running right through the smoke. Edward is there instantly, and now they're setting up outside with a bit of a tactical play towards the B bomb side. They're going to try and get through Edward spray. He can't see a thing. He's going to end up going down. Guardian still here with the AWP taking 1, and Flamey and Sue showing up as well, and TSM getting knocked down. Every single push that's fast towards this B bomb side has been completely and utterly annihilated.
If you're going to do that kind of a play where you jump through with Tech9 and armor, there's got to be a second person there with you to trade that kill out. If you're going to try and swarm into that site, you can't just let Edward get that kill, survive, reload, and able to peek out again. It's just too much time for him. By then, also, Navi's getting in position now that they see the smokes raining over. TSM's just getting shut out right now.
Yeah, they don't really seem to know what to do either. I mean, this is going to be a full buy coming out from TSM, seeing as how that was a quasi in the last one. And they don't just go for the straight rush, but again, some presence from them in the B halls, and Dupree looking to see if he can't find somebody and drop, but no real targets here for TSM to take advantage of early on in the round, at least.
Oh, we've got to remind everybody as well, Na'Vi, they did make the finals of the last major tournament, and they've been looking a bit shaky in this tournament at times, so have TSM, but I mean, right now, Na'Vi are looking just dead on focused, and TSM right now, great grenade there, and Guardian with the opening frag.
And now what does TSM have? They have no one at the A bomb site. They're committed to this, and the defense is here for Na'Vi. I mean, that's a nice kill from KGB. That might open some things up, but still, they haven't aggressed anywhere. They haven't pushed forward, and they have nowhere else to go.
No, they are fully committed. The rotation's even coming out. C's making his way over from the A site. There's soon going to be 4 players here for Na'Vi to shut TSM out of this site. Dupree does get into drop, but a smoke goes down, so he's not really going to be able to help his teammates too much. Instead, it's going to come down to Zipnix and Cajun. They need to find the shots, but Guardian, once again, in position, just with impunity takes Zipnix out. They can't even touch this guy. They have to get through the rifles first. They nearly take him out there, but it is just down to Dupree now and drop. Gets the backstab, gets the follow-up. He's making it interesting. As he's giving away his position, now Dupree, he just doesn't have the time for this. He has to get these kills so quickly. 10 seconds left, and that Molotov pretty much seals it. He's going to waste even more time trying to come back through drop, and now it's just about surviving, just about trying to stay alive with this rifle.
Yeah, there's really nothing else available to him. Really nicely done from Na'Vi. Shut things down initially, and then TSM, once they re-execute, they've got to deal with Guardian still with that AWP, who's still alive.
He's got 2 kills, and he's just so consistently he's so consistent at picking up these frags right now, Guardian. He's sitting at 7-0-1.
How long, Moses, before TSM forget about this B bomb side and the rock-solid defense that's being put up, and just decide that A is just a little bit better?
Well, they tried that earlier. They got shut out of that one, too, so it's also like, what do we do now? My biggest question is, how long until they realize they have a timeout? It's, 7-0, 8-0, until they say we need to take a pause, we need to talk things over in depth because we're getting just bodied right now.
Yeah, that's the main concern, I think. Edward, a little bit of a spray there to greet Device. And Device is pushed out, trying to take point, trying to find that headshot to open things up. His teammates aren't too far away either. They're going to look towards drop, and there's Zeus to start things off. He gets traded effectively, though, so TSM on point there. Able to bring it back. But still a 4-on-4 situation. This should be favoring TSM.
He's playing right underneath as well, and they might not realize because they may have just checked that before they had the first engagement. Edward up here with the M4A1 in hand, clocking past the minute markers. They're taking their way back with the bomb towards the A side of the map. Device going to just probably try and see if he can make sure that no one's going to be walking up behind them here. But look at Na'Vi. This seems like they know everything.
Well, this is the thing.
Already.
If you're not going to clear out A halls earlier on and you're going to come back to this, now it gives time for Na'Vi to rotate back over.
Yeah, and they're one step ahead, Na'Vi. Guardian is over here. He's going to get caught at connector, but then that opens it up for Flamey. He's going to get spotted early on, though, and 2 quick kills there for TSM. Seas just comes rushing in, trying to stem the tide, and it's not going to be good enough. It leaves Edward alive in a 1v4 without really too much hope of getting anything done. He could make it expensive. 2 kills, that'll do it. But he's down to 19 HP, and a backstab coming in as well. Device closing in on his heels.
But Edward knows. How does he know? He gets a shot that's now a triple, and Sipnix is up on that side here. That's going to be a little bit scary. Edward moving in with the M4 in hand. Sipnix looking back towards the pit. Got to be careful he doesn't get shot in the face here, and Edward doesn't quite hit it. Sipnix now just staying alive is important. Grenade comes in once, and Sipnix is going to get the shot. Triple kill of his own, and they're going to be the first round there, and Edward, he was ready for it as well. He believed.
Very smart positioning, though, with that low HP. He gets down on the ramp, so he's looking over the railing. That's a headshot angle, basically, until he jumps up. So your HP really doesn't matter in that situation. But now comes the tough part for TSM. Finally, they get around on the board. But if they don't string 2 together here, they're going to get reset economically. And then this just turns into a very, very brutal half for them.
Yeah, this is at the key round. And Guardian, he hasn't gone for that too often. I mean, he's been sitting far back in the halls. Cajun, though.
There's 4 members at this A bomb site right now. Yeah, nice for the circle on the observer, but 4 members there, and that's a big change-up for them. Normally they emphasize that B bomb site.
We'll see. A little bit light on the money, and a lot of grenades being expended already, but Guardian is there with the opening shot on Device, and actually Flix almost gets the shot through the smoke. It doesn't seem human, does he? Now back at the hen house of the corner here, looking for the shot. It's going to be Dupree falling next, and Guardian, all it takes is 1 man with an AWP, and TSM have got nowhere to enter. Triple kill in the round for him, and with TSM, they haven't even made a dent.
No, where is this guy? Okay, he's on the site. No, he's at hen house. No, he's over at A long. What is going on?
Did he not see someone boosted up there? Well, now he's in a very bad spot because Edward was going to know exactly where he was. And Sipnix now alone. Guardian all over the place. Zeus not quite going to win the battle, but Edward will to follow it up. 7-1, that resets the economy. And just to catch everybody up here, if you lose 5 rounds in a row, you're going to be at max round loss bonus. You'll be making 3,400 regardless of what else happens. But now that they won a round, they reset their round loss bonus, and they're back to, well, you can tell here, no money at all.
Nothing. This is a catastrophe for TSM. Easy as that.
Yeah, no armor whatsoever either. There's no investment into this. They have to have something for the later stages. And once again, it comes down to the next gun round. They might, in my opinion, they need to use their pause for this next gun round because that's critical.
Yeah, this is all about it. This feels just like a gamble on their part that is not paying off. It's totally backfiring on them. Guardian once again showing that he's over here on the A site, ready to welcome them. Unscopes just as they go through. Seized is there. He gets traded though, but Guardian's there to hold the line, and he's just going to turn this into a shooting gallery. Let's get him a big stuffed teddy bear. He just keeps getting the kills. And there you go, Guardian with 3, and I mean, the monster, he just looks so calm.
I think we mentioned earlier in the tournament that TSM is probably one of the worst, if not the worst team at a pro level to call timeouts. They almost never do it, and when they do it, it's almost always so late that it might as well not matter anymore. 8-1, Moses. I mean, have they crossed the line where it's too late to sort of salvage on a mental level?
Maybe, but this is the other thing. I mean, they have pistols now, and Guardian just still keeping up this terror, and he's not even going to fall back this time. A jumping shot, Device, no joy. Guardian stops him cold.
Yeah, this is when you see Guardian enter beast mode, where he just starts hunting around everywhere, looking for frags. You just can't stop him, and when you run into him, you're dead. But then Dupree's showing that he's still got it with the Deeg.
But they're going to need a lot of magic here, TSM, to bring it back. You can definitely tell that Guardian has been unleashed. It's Dupree spraying down long range. He's got the Deagle ready for more. C's going to come up from behind him, and it's not going to be quite enough this time. Cajun, he's got the bomb, but almost no chance to plant that bomb. He's going to walk into Edward's shot there. 9-1, and right now, there's finally going to be the timeout here for TSM, and I'm just going to check here. Guardian with 15, 0-2 as a rating right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane. And this is the thing now, because he's being so active, being so aggressive, exerting his dominance. Now at TSM, they have to be scared everywhere they go in the map. He's gotten a pick towards long A a couple times. He's been at B when they've executed on that bomb site. He's done them both in the same round. So now they're just like, we don't know where he's going to be. We have no read. Even if they do, now they're in that situation where they have to buy basically, I mean, this next round will be a save, but they should be buying every round after that, and they might not have the utility it takes to flush him out of any position.
Suppose for a moment this finishes 9-6. If they can get the next 5 rounds in a row, TSM, are they going to be still competitive here in this game?
I don't think so. Just based off what it seems like how they're playing right now, they don't seem to really know exactly what they want to do on this map. I mean, letting this through was a big gamble, and it's not paying off for them right now.
They've had, what, 2 plants this half so far, TSM? So it doesn't even have, like, they don't even have a strategy to go to where it's just like, okay, well, this has been successful, right? So we can at least get the plant so we can keep buying. If we just rinse and repeat this, you know, we have a chance. They just keep getting slaughtered everywhere. So, and then, excuse me, I mean, even going into this next one, what's going to happen? They have $2,500 to work with. They're not going to go for a buy. It's going to be a quasi here. So they have to be talking about what is next. What's going to happen in the first buy round.
It's almost at this point like their faces are telling the story all on their own, right? You can see on the Na'Vi side they were grinning, they were laughing. Flamey and Seized, I think it was, they're having a pretty good time. And on the other side, you know, on TSM, the Danes, they just look completely wrecked at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, when Edward lost that one-on-one, you could see he kind of just shrugged it off, and smiled a little bit. He's like, hey, all right, whatever, we're good.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
You can have a round.
Oh man, it's about to get toasty here too.
Well,
and they just run through.
Yeah, they're just going to rush right through the middle. Guardian getting 2 before they take him down, and Seized is here anyway. They steal the AWP, but really not a lot else to come of it. And we were talking about this earlier in the tournament about the idea of having a timeout into an eco round and how it might sort of defeat the purpose of having that timeout because, you know, you're getting fired up and, you know, getting yourself mentally ready, and then you get crushed.
Yeah, Maniac's had some words about that one on the desk. He's going to be scratching his head as why they do that, because even if they do come up with a plan, obviously it's not working out here. Device does have this op. He might be able to get a kill or 2 more, but I mean, Seized in this position. He's at an off angle.
Yeah, he's just going to be waiting. It's not super likely. He spots it. He could go for the... What was that jump? What was that jump, Seized? He got so excited.
Yeah.
Just jumping for joy.
That was the scared kitten jump, wasn't it? Just a little bit too much energy there, but hey, the fact is, with 35 seconds, I don't see Dupree and Device coming back into this. They kind of got to try and fight for it anyway. Try and see if they can't get something done at least. Playing close to the smoke here in the middle. 2 versus 4.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, not much they can do. Actually, Device, he's just going to come right through and fall. Can't find anything, and Flemmy playing close as well. Just going to eliminate him from the map. So now comes, I mean, this is really the last chance that TSM has into giving themselves enough of a window to move forward into the second half. They have to get this round, and then they have to go on a 4-round run. And it just doesn't seem likely right now. Device does pick up the AWP, but, you know, you almost want to say, okay, you have to outduel Guardian, but you don't even know where he's going to be this round.
Yeah, that's the main thing now. It's going to be the duel, the hunt. Can Device find him? And Device, for now at least, looking over towards A. He's waiting to see if Guardian is going to go for that aggressive peek out along at least, trying to change that up. Seized instead just going to be hanging out in the halls. And Guardian is just set up over on that B site in case there was going to be some kind of straight up rush from Team SoloMid. So right now at least, you can see Team SoloMid trying to make the adjustments to make this work, to get into this round in a meaningful way. And at least none of them have died yet. I think that's a positive that we can.
Right. Guardian hasn't gotten 2 kills yet.
You're
well
digging
done,
deep here for the optimism.
Right. I'm trying to find it, man. There's got to be a piece of silver here somewhere.
Nobody's died. They're still on the server at least. Although just barely, it seems. I mean, I can't even imagine what it must be like to be on the TSM team speak at the moment. They are getting wrecked. Carrigan walking down the stairwell, not seeing who's there, and it's Seized. Hiding in the corner. Sue's hiding in a different corner. Na'Vi, they're just toying with him, aren't they? Edwards spraying down the bomb carrier, and it's going to be a headshot of the Dupree. Goes for the triple. Device close range, but it is far too late, and Guardian will shut him down. 11-1. This is just a complete wrecking by Na'Vi. They are destroying TSM on Cobblestone.
Look at Zipnix, man. Just full-on facepalm squeeze there. 11-1. And on this on a map where we expect to see much more of like a 9-6, 8-7 even.
Well, it's not even Guardian getting those opening kills. That time it's just cheesy positions that TSM didn't clear out. They just get annihilated by it. And then Edward's still in beast mode. Now, what's left? It's the B rush.
Yeah, that worked so successfully earlier. They're going to try it again, see if they can make it happen one more time here. Guardian moving closer with the AWP in hand, and Sipnik's going to take down Zeus. A bit of an opening. Maybe they have found a way to turn it around here. Guardian playing close to the smoke with the sniper rifle. Not going to get the shot this time around. Flamey takes one, and Guardian missing for once. Device going to get a headshot. It might finally be their round. Guardian going to go down, and now Seized going to be the last man here in a 1 versus 3. But look how low they all are on health here. If only he had an H. He's got a Molotov that could do a little bit here. They are just one click. They line up for Seized. He's going to get the kill, and now it's all up to Device. He's got the triple Seized, and Device up on the platform as well. That bomb ticking right in front. He's walking. He gets it. All 4 kills, and Na'Vi. Surely there is no way out. What a clutch from Seized.
Well, they get into the B bomb site, they get the bomb planted, they take so much damage doing it, and Seized is there for the mop-up. Really nicely done.
Is that insult to injury? You can't possibly be that close and then still lose it.
I'd say so. That's making up for Edwards' failed clutch earlier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he still wrecked them all, but then, you know, Zepnik still managed to win out for TSM. This time around, Seized was not letting it happen. And yeah, TSM, this is it. They're just going to keep going. Straight up rush once again, and they're going to just go crashing onto this B site, not wasting any time at all. 1-for-1 trade, though, this time around. Zeus is there to stop him short. Kerrigan will take out Flamey, but then Edward chimes in, removes Cajun B, and it's going to be down to Dupree, Device, and Zipnix, the last 3 alive here for TSM. Down a man, looking for the plant, and they're just getting picked off one at a time. Zeus is there. Guardian picks another, and he could get another one as well, but no, it's going to be Edward to find it. 13-1. Na'Vi just giving TSM no hope at all.
Best they could do, Moses. 13-2. What do you think? Is it going to be enough?
Oh, no. No.
Oh.
Edward's shooting a railgun right now. His M4 might as well have been an AWP that round. It was just 2 clean taps. Like, what are you going to do against, like, Guardian wasn't even at the B bomb site that round, and they still just destroyed the initial attack from TSM.
And he still gets a kill. And he just shows up, he's like, hey guys, sorry I was late, but you know, let me go ahead and just chime in, you know, and well, this time around, he's early to the party. He picks off Kerrigan to start.
I mean, TSM all over the place at this point in time. I don't think they know what's up or down anymore. It's just trying to see where they can find an entrance, if that's all. Zeus there, edge of the smoke. Sipnik and Dupree are going to pick up a couple of kills, so it's back to a 3 versus 3. And they've got the bomb still intact here in the back line, so maybe if they find the right entrance on either bomb site, there's a way in.
They're playing it very patiently. They want to make use of all of this time to spread Na'Vi out to just get a little bit of indecisiveness going. Seized is rotated back to that A side, and Guardian is inchy squinching his way over there as well. No AWP for Guardian either, but Seized is there to start strong. He takes out Device. He's got that incendiary as well, making it impossible for Zipnix to get the follow-up. He is boxed in, though, so he's going to need help from his mates. Cajun's there, but then Guardian with the trade, and it's going to be a 1-on-2 now for Zipnix in the 15th round. Can he do it again? Can he get the clutch? He's only got 30 seconds left here to play with, but Guardian's falling back onto that site. He's going to be in position. And then you have Edward, who's going in for the flank. The crossfire will be established. Unless Zipnix can find the kill on Guardian here immediately, it's looking pretty grim for him. 20 seconds, he gets spotted. Guardian, no reason for him to challenge. He can just call out to his mate. And now it's looking very grim indeed for Zipnix. Can he actually pull this off? No, Guardian is there. Assassinates him. And a 14-1 first half is what we get on Cobblestone.
Guardian casually finishing the half at 22-1 4 scoreline. Just, you know.
Another day at the office.
Another day at the office. Guardian putting in his, stamping in his time card there and just getting ready, clocking in the hours, putting in the work.
Unreal.
In a grand finals as well. Not every day. 14-1.
We knew this Cobble pick was going to be rough. It was going to be I don't think we knew it was going to be this rough.
I was honestly expecting some kind of surprise. You know, they spent the last week boot camping on it. You know, they were feeling comfortable. They were hiding it, right? You know,
watching Theorycraft.
Yeah, like, you know, they're like, Anders, where were the wall bangs, man? Not a single triple boost, Anders.
Yeah, there's nothing here. I mean, this is grim for TSM. Well, you got to be a little bit impressed, and you got to give it up for Na'Vi and the work that they've put in here. They did come second at the major, and this time around it seems very solid.
We did see Starks outside in between maps, like the general of this team, and we've given him props a couple times, and he has them playing so well on Cobble right now.
He really is dialed in. It seems like on both maps, he knew exactly what was coming. Well, Xyp9x is there to start strong, but then Flamey right behind. This is not another thing. They're just following up on these kills so quickly. One guy goes down, instantly there's another to fill his place. There's a great shot from dupreeh, though, to stop Flamey short, and it is going to be a 3-on-3, but they've got control of the A site now, Na'Vi. Although, as I say that, dupreeh is able to pick up the one. And what is the bomb doing up on balcony?
It's dropped. Does it really fall all the way? It did fall all the way up there.
Do they have to go for a boost now to get it back? This is awkward.
Did he get taken out while jumping?
I got to assume.
That must be like 1 in 1,000 for that to happen. Well, they've got the time, and it's still a 2 versus 2. Device has got the dualies as well. Guardian putting some shots through. Edward going to be close here with the burst fire, and Guardian's going to take him down right through the door. That's such a dirty shot. And Device here, 2 pistols, 2 players. Device spraying away. He's going to get the one. Guardian right around 7 bullets left, and he gets it. Device going to pick up the kill. Double for him, and it's going to be 14-2. A very long road back, but it has to start somewhere at least.
That bomb being dropped on balcony might be the first gift they've been given. The first luck that's gone their way.
Honestly.
I mean, that's unfortunate for Na'Vi, but TSM is going to get that pistol round. But look at this. I mean, even up 14-2, Na'Vi just says, don't care. We're going to buy armor. We're going to upgrade the pistols. Foot on the throat. They want to finish this one out.
Yeah, they just do not want to let Team SoloMid get any room to breathe. And they're going for the long-range duels again because they do have that Deagle on Guardian. He's hoping to get lucky with a shot. Zeus is getting close to apartments as well, looking to see if he can't pick off Kerrigan, who's holding close in the halls. Kerrigan with that FAMAS as well, but he's falling back. They don't want to give anything away here too early on, TSM. Na'Vi with some good pressure, but then, you know, some good parrying coming out here from TSM to start.
A little bit too many bullets coming through that smoke there. The Device P90. It was only Seas that was over there, but if there had been more following behind him, he would have pretty been ready for that as well.
Look at this quick rotation coming out from Device now. He wants to get in on this. Guardian might hear the stomps, though. Guardian might be close enough to call for this backstab, but it's not going to be the case. It doesn't matter. Cage is there to slay him. Kerrigan, and this turns into a bit of a storm, but Edward's now the last man alive at half HP, and not for long. Xyp9x will take him out with the shotty.
Yeah, that push from Device gives them all the intel they need. They cheat 4 players over towards A. He's on that quick flank, so I mean, those are the kind of plays that might have to get a little bit, you know, cheesy, dirty from TSM if they want to try and make a comeback of this. They're going to have to make plays like that. And moving forward, we know the scary part about that is Na'Vi, they tend to go towards that slower play style, which is designed to basically punish those kind of pushes from CT sides.
Does seem like it's going to be the straight-up YOLO rush here. Nice HE onto Edward and a bullet to follow. Device not going to get more out of that P90, though. Instead, it's going to be KGB racking up 1, 2, 3. Let's get 4, but no, dupreeh is going to be there to rob him.
Moses, I'm going to put you on the spot here. At 14-4, is it 0% for Na'Vi? Are you going to go? Are you going to go all in?
So 0% chance for TSM to win this?
Yeah, 0% chance TSM. Yeah, is that what we're looking at?
I'll never go 0% again. Well, here's the one avenue they have back into this as well. Despite how well everyone's playing, if there's going to be these force buys out of Na'Vi, we've seen weird things happen when you don't get the op into your star opper's hands, when you deny it to them. They're going to be playing with all the confidence, but if TSM can slow things down, get their own momentum, Na'Vi, there's a small chance that they could fumble this. You can't trap me like that.
0.1%.
All right, that one I'll go with.
Never again, Moses. Never again. He's going to get it like tattooed on his chest. He sees it every morning when he wakes up.
Yeah. Never 0%. Well, right now, Seaston Ed would have taken a fair bit of damage without actually engaging with anyone from the TSM side. So that alone is going to be a little bit frustrating. And Kerrigan and dupreeh are holding over at the A side of the map, a strong presence on the B side, which is pretty much commonplace for this particular map. We'll see if they can make it work. Edwards setting up for a smoke. That's probably going to land by the doorway, or might be by the SWAT truck. It's a little bit difficult to see the angle here, but yeah, it's going to be a bit further back. But the door will be smoked off anyway. Kerrigan close range here with the M4 and spraying down Guardian early on. Ready for the flash out here. Good defense.
Some good pressure actually coming through here. They do manage to pick off Guardian to begin. 3 players here on the A site with the 4th one not too far away for TSM, so the defense is going to be strong, but Zeus is there to start putting a dent in it. dupreeh is gone. Kerrigan lends a hand, but then it's just going back and forth. Trade frags everywhere until Flamey steps in and picks up the decisive one. The lineup, though, and Cage is nearly picking up the triple. Yes, he does in the end. 2 of them with a single spray. But talk about the perfect spot, and really just having that extra man on the site made all the difference there for TSM. Clearly, Na'Vi were not expecting to see Cajun at the back of that site.
Yeah, his opening kill from Kerrigan over towards Hall slowed things down enough to get Cajun B into that position. So once the defense does collapse about it, he's the insurance policy, and yeah, Na'Vi doesn't expect it whatsoever. So nicely done from TSM, denying the plant as well. Doesn't seem like a big deal at 14-5, but preventing as much money from going towards Na'Vi as possible. They have to play the economic game perfectly if they want to come back in this.
Such a long road back, still 11 rounds in a row, more or less. Device kind of just getting executed up in those hallways.
Why is he there?
It's almost like a museum. Maybe just a bit of a, touring around it, looking at the armor.
He was going, he was trying to farm a little bit. He had an SMG, but all of a sudden Flame gets one as well.
Oh no, certainly, surely not like this. Guardian getting close, and Sivnix is gonna go down, and this is something that they just cannot let go of. TSM, surely not, against pistols and with full rifles. They've now put themselves in a 2 versus 4 position here. Guardian with the rifle inside, spraying away, and Flamey gonna hit the shot. Dupree, last man left in a 1 versus 4. I'm not sure if they deserve this, but oh, it's going to be hard to stand up after this round.
Can't watch.
I'm not sure. Just TSM, stay at the bomb sites. It's like they're playing 2 terror sides almost, and they just overextend everywhere on the map. That 1 kill on the Device pushing up, Guardian just sneaks out. He probably could have got a knife there if he'd played it a little bit slower, but that's just insane to have those gaps in your defense in this kind of a situation.
And they're giving up a couple of kills here, but these are low impact frags. I mean, Dupree is going to force a decent situation, but again, eco round. So Na'Vi have the full buy, they have everything they need to just plow right through TSM, who are actually a bit strapped for cash themselves. This is going to be just all over the place as far as what TSM can actually afford this round. It's the act of desperation, though. After Device gets picked off, then you feel the pressure. TSM, another guy tries to take the fight to bring it back. It doesn't work, and it just spins completely out of control.
Well, match and map point here. Na'Vi a single round away from winning the grand finals here in San Jose. And, well, they're going to go fast and hard onto the plateau here at the B bomb site. Edward leading the charge with the AK, and he's already pretty low, and it's going to be Cajun. Easy headshot there with the M4 to bring him down. A good start finally for the Danish team. They're going to need a lot more in that. Bomb is not picked up currently, so Na'Vi just looking for a way back in. It's going to be Sipnix taking down Seized, and it leaves us in a 3 versus 5 here. Device getting a little bit of a refrag there, so good job so far for TSM.
They still got some fight in him, that's no doubt, but Flamey, man, he just keeps wrecking people. 2 kills again, making it a bit closer here, and let's not forget the Guardian still has full HP.
And there's about a minute left, and there's only 2 flashbangs. They can't block off this choke point. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Guardian was going to have plenty of time to pick into this site, but maybe he's just feeling the AK, wants to get a little flashy.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, he's got the most HP. Usually you would actually expect Flamey to, some kind of trade play. Flamey feeds himself in. Guardian is there to turn it into a 1v2. Instead...
It's because they want him to be the aggressor. They don't want him to have the op with the high HPs. They want Flamey to actually support him. But Flamey has the bomb as well, so he's got to be the second one. He's got to commit to this too.
That did not work. Device engage, and great play from them. Just pixels is all they could see. Guardian didn't even spot the man playing from the site.
That's the only reason I could think they would trade that back, is because he was going to have to be the one to push forward, clear some spots out so the bomb could get planted with a high HP. I almost just say, let him have the op. Let him do his thing.
That's what I would think. Guardian, I mean, if Guardian can get 1 kill, Guardian can get 3, right? Even if Flamey gets taken out there.
Yeah, and I mean, historically speaking, statistically speaking, leaving Guardian with the AWP is a pretty good choice. Don't really have to be a great analyst to be able to see that. Kerrigan getting tagged a little bit here, and Na'Vi not really with a full buy, but it's not really a bad buy either necessarily. They've got the smokes, they've got a Molotov in there as well, and Zeus, he could be the guinea pig, throw him in somewhere if they feel like it.
Mm-hmm. Very, very patient though from Na'Vi.
I don't think they want to let this drag out much longer.
Yeah, but they're in that scary spot now where they might be forced back onto a save again after this round. I mean, they're very light on utility as it is. Pretty much bought out into this round. Actually, yeah, for the most part, they are bought out into this round. So they've got to come up with something here else. TSM, once again, with a break in the economy, can close the gap just a little bit more.
This position from Kerrigan is so scary, but he does get the bomb carrier instantly refragged by Edward. There wasn't much backup either that could have helped him out there. Seized going to win the first fight against Device. Now it's 3 versus 4, and this is where things get a little bit scary. 35 seconds left. Cajun's on the B bomb site, and Sipnix is going to be in there too. And Na'Vi, they've kind of got to go fast and hard in here. Cajun's got the AWP in the back line, and no more utility left on the TSM side. They can't actually buy any more time. Flashed in once. I think actually there's a self-flash going on. Cajun has to get this first shot. Shoulder peek in. He drops down Guardian, and there's Sipnix picking up Seized, and a mid-air shot. Cajun dropping Edward, and now Flamey alone. 10 seconds left. Nice defense Finally, TSM looking a bit better here. Gonna go for the spray long range. Gets another one. It's down to a 1v1, but there's no more time. And Sydney's gonna win the round by standing still.
And he's not gonna get that final kill either, so no bonus money for him.
Yeah, that's so they do punish economically. Look at Flamey's money now, 750. So that's brutally low. So still far way to go for TSM, but they have found an avenue. If they, the only issue with this now is they don't have a round to give up to reset the economy again. So from here, I mean, TSM just has to win everything.
Yeah, 8 rounds in a row is what they need to take this to overtime, and then it isn't even one. Then they have to get the job done, right? That's brutal. That is brutal for TSM, but still, they're getting some confidence back. That kind of play from Cajun, really staying on the site, hitting some difficult shots. That's the kind of stuff that can get the team fired up and actually make this possible.
So we're not there yet, but let's just try and frame this potential comeback here a little bit. What scale are we talking about? How huge would it be in Counter-Strike history terms if they actually made it back from that terrible first half?
8 rounds in a row.
I don't think we've seen a comeback of this scale quite yet. The only one that comes to mind is when TSM versus Pro.
Well,
in Dubai.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that was on Dust 2, right?
That was on Mirage.
But didn't Fnatic have a ridiculous comeback on Dust as well? I think they did.
They have.
Or was that one? So we've seen maybe a couple, but not on Cobble.
Yeah.
15-8, and 24th round is coming up here. Na'Vi back with a couple of rifles here. Still not a full buy, and they're doing that thing again where they're not quite allowing Guardian to get the AWP, which is something you warned about, Moses, earlier. We've seen Na'Vi do this before, and it doesn't always pay out for them.
You want to talk about a comeback on Cobble is the Titan NIP in Cluj when Titan did this exact thing. They were force buying, they were trying to end things. They were like, we have like a 10, 11 round lead, keep force buying, keep the pressure up, and NIP almost was able to make a full comeback off of it.
Yeah. That's the dangerous trap to fall into. Those rounds will start disappearing quicker than you expect. One man who's kind of calmed down as well is Guardian. He's kind of sitting at that 25 frag mark. In the last round that they had some success, Na'Vi, they didn't count on him with that AWP, so it was the rifles. Although, as I say that, there's the one dig. Dupree is gone. Kerrigan up close, going to get picked off by Edward, and it could be falling apart here for TSM. Zipnik's just barely going to make it to the site. He has to stand his ground. He has to win this fight, and he does. He removes Guardian, but then the rifles come into play with Flamey. He just keeps finding picks.
Oh no, this is disastrous. Device going to be spraying down one long range. 38 seconds left. It's Device and Cajun left here. And if they go down, there's nothing left. It's all on Device. 1 versus 2. He's behind the squad. Troy gets sprayed down, and now we're going to make it 16-8 here. What a play for them. Cannot believe it. It's rough on Dust, who is even worse on Cobblestone here for the Na'Vi team.
What a magnificent game from them. Truly a well-deserved victory. They didn't manage to pull it off in the finals at Cluj. Here at IEM in San Jose, they actually have succeeded. And TSM, I mean, this
they do look
incredibly frustrating.
Well, it definitely must be. Well, we see them walking out on stage here. What a team. Second in the major, first here at Intel Extreme Masters.
The moment the Na'Vi have been waiting for, at least, for quite some time.
They're going to be here getting ready to pick up that trophy. It's got to be a real moment of relief for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your champions, Na'Vi!
What a final. It might not have been the most dramatic, but it was, in the end, just amazing to watch. And Guardian, well, just talk me through it.
Well, I'm speechless. Like, this was the first time that we won like a team. Like, we were playing as a team, and I think we did a great job.
Well, it was great to watch. You were so dominant on Cobble. I mean, that was, to see you at one point at 14-1 was just immense to then see it through.
Well, I would say it was just like dominant style coming to the Cobblestone after Dust 2, because it was their peak, and I don't think we won Dust 2 against them before. So I would say we had the advantage and we did everything right, and they didn't know how to break us. So yeah, it's great feeling.
They cannot break you. Does this make up at all for the loss in Cluj at the major at DreamHack?
Sorry?
Does it make up for the loss in the final there? The fact that you've now come here and lifted this trophy?
Well, losing in finals of Cluj was something devastating, like destroying, and winning here it's really like something big for us.
What's next then? Can you go on, win more tournaments, win more majors?
Hopefully, yes. I hope we will do as good as we did in the finals now at ESEA in 2 weeks. So yeah, I hope so.
They are now the form team. San Jose, please put your hands together for Guardian and Na'Vi. Amazing, amazing winners. Remember, there's still some excited to come onto the stage, but right now, once again, you've been an amazing crowd. Let's hear it again for your winners of IEM San Jose's Na'Vi!
And so the Intel Extreme Masters has a new champion, Natus Vincere, securing victory over Team SoloMid. They fell by the wayside, and 125,000, the lion's share of that is now in the pockets of Na'Vi. It's been a long time coming for them as they have managed to battle their way through the bracket, and what a tournament it has been overall. The Intel Extreme Masters, of course, OJ's been battering on about it for the whole weekend. This is a big event for NA. It's a big step in the right direction for North America, and the fans have been fantastic. You've had a lot of experiences. Sean, we struggle to get you through the crowd when we're trying to walk out of the venue. How has it been for you?
Yeah, the fans here have been so awesome. Everyone's been so hyped. The crowd's going crazy every time big plays happen. They know what's happening in the game. It's the best part. Yeah, it's awesome. I never thought I'd see this day for North American Counter-Strike, and here we are.
And it's only going to get bigger. You know, eyes are set on Columbus now. We've seen what the crowd can do here. It's only going to be bigger and better. Fantastic stuff across the board from North American fans. Henry, your thoughts?
Well, I just want to talk a little bit about Navi's performance in our final, just quickly, just to show.
I guess you could do some analysis.
I don't want to do analysis. You just want to compare the form they went from the Cluj major to this one. That the fact that Guardian, he summed it up perfectly. The fact that they're all working as a unit now. It's actually everyone's turning up. They're playing every situation perfectly. Guardian's still going toe to toe with the best in the world and actually succeeding almost every single time. 14-1 in the grand final. That is something amazing and very difficult to replicate. So congratulations to them, and against an opponent like TSM as well. The thing is, TSM, how many times are they going to do this? Get to the grand final and just fall at the last hurdle. It's very heartbreaking for them. We want to see them win one of these major tournaments and kind of get forward and progress and finally break that curse. But it wasn't meant to be in this final. They didn't really seem to turn up on Cobble at all. We kind of predicted that going into Cobble. I didn't think it'd be that unprecedented. They didn't even get a foot in at all. I don't think the scoreline does it justice if you just looked at it on paper.
Absolutely not. And of course, Navi, big smiles on their face. It's almost strange to see Guardian with a big smile and a happiness radiating from him on the stage. Matthew, your first kind of walk through the desk. You've kind of taken a new branch on your career tree. How have you found the Intel Extreme Masters for you?
It was amazing. Big discovery. I mean, as a player, it's very interesting to see like the other side of the tournament, to realize that there are so many people working like all day, almost all night to get everything ready. And it's exhausting. I must say it is really exhausting, but so worth it. I had a great time, and the tournament was amazing, really.
The tournament was amazing. And he's not just saying that. Truly, a huge congratulations to Navi, who are your Intel Extreme Masters champions, and a huge thank you to the hosts, of course, over here in the SAP Center. We've had great stuff from everyone. Every single person that turned up has made this event special. And so for now, we are going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, there is one more thing to be done. And I have to remind you that the losers of the 3v3 had a little extra smidgen of a debt to pay. And that was, of course, the cakes. They're going to be over on the stage. We're going to be right back with the other part of their loss.